So the first thing that I would do here is to use properties of exponents to rewrite this expression as e to the y times e to the x. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by dx to isolate dy, like this. And then I'm going to divide both sides by e to the y. What I'm essentially trying to do is I'm trying to move everything that has a y to the left, everything that has an x to the right. And I've done so. Now let me bring this up to the top. So e to the negative y dy equals that. And now I will take the integral of both sides and let's see. So the antiderivative of this is going to be negative e to the negative y. Because if I take the derivative of this, I get that if I apply the chain rule. Equals, so I'm assuming that you guys have discussed antiderivatives. The antiderivative of e to the x is itself. But of course, there is perhaps some initial value c, and that's when this initial condition comes into play. Note that that goes in for x, and that goes in for y. Here and here, we'll do that now to discover c. So we have negative e to the negative, and then y becomes negative ln 4. Like that. 0 goes in for x there. That double negative is positive. E to the 0 is 1. And let's see. Properties of logarithms. E to the ln are inverse operations. They knock out. You're essentially left with negative and the 4. That's one of the properties of logs. And so we have c equaling negative 5. And that value can go back in here. This blue is running out. So let's plug that back in there. And so let's see what this equation looks like now that it's updated. Like that. And the goal is to isolate y. Let me divide both sides by the negative. So I divided by negative, that's positive. If you divide by this by negative, it just switches the order of the terms with the negative in between. And now I need to get y alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. Because ln of e knocks out, it's just negative y equals natural log of this content, divide the negative. So y equals negative ln of this. That is the final result. I believe that one of the multiple choice answers is an equivalent expression, which is this. So let me move this up so you can see the bottom part. And this is the same as that. And I believe this is one of the options, which was option C. So that's my submission. Please let me know if the book says otherwise.